Welcome back to the Talking Hedge. I'm Josh Kincaid, and this is your Cannabis Business Podcast. Before you go out and buy your next cannabis business, here are 5 key factors to consider before making a cannabis acquisition. As investors aggressively pursue opportunities in the industry, the pace of consolidation continues to accelerate. CohnReznick and New Frontier Data have both seen an increase in buy-side due diligence inquiries, which correlate to an increase in publicly reported acquisitions. Among the investors pursuing deals are heavyweight players from each big pharma, big tobacco, and big liquor, as well as institutional investment companies like BlackRock. As legal issues get resolved and public support increases, the industry will become increasingly attractive to institutional investors. A looming national recession will push more investors towards cannabis, chasing yields in the strongest growth market of the last few years. Further crowding the field of potential buyers are existing cannabis businesses, including large cannabis companies traded on the Canadian exchanges, which see acquisitions as the fast way to build brands, expand market footprint, and raise their public market values. Also in the game are regional players, which are building up smaller companies within their spheres of influence to increase their respective sizes and ultimately position themselves for their own lucrative exits down the road. As M&A in the cannabis field heats up, there are 5 factors in which all sellers should keep in mind when looking to be acquired. It's not all about profitability. Many investors are focused on revenues over profitability. Why? Because the successful companies of tomorrow are those that are grabbing market share and growing revenues today. That said, for more mature companies, profitability is a vital factor. Technology is a competitive edge. The cannabis market is moving towards personalization, which requires more advanced technologies such as state-of-the-art LED lighting and cultivation centers. Advanced business systems are also important. Any acquisition target should have the fundamentals done right, such as proper software for sales, accounting, and logistics. Valuations vary widely from state to state. At this point, no 2 states are alike. A cannabis company in Oregon may have an entirely different valuation from a similar company in Florida. Oregon has very low barriers to entry, offering a relative ease to obtain a cannabis business license, whereas Florida, conversely, grants a very limited number of operating licenses, meaning that cannabis businesses there are significantly more valuable. So, for example, a license in Washington State could sell as easy for $1 that I've seen, with royalties maybe 5 or 6%, versus in Arizona, I've seen a partial license go for $5 million and the whole thing for sale for $20 to $25 million. Professional management teams are also essential. So a cannabis company should have a professional management team in place, and many do. As an increasing number of executives from pharmaceutical and consumer packaged good companies move into the cannabis industry, they bring along honed, sophisticated business practices. Operational efficiencies can lead to success. Like any successful enterprise in other industries, a cannabis business should have a set of standard operating procedures. For example, that company should be doing business with the right partners and suppliers to maintain continuity of supply and capacity to meet demand. It also means that the company has designed and implemented a series of processes to achieve its objectives and mitigate risks. As many factors coalesce, the cannabis industry has sparked a global rush mentality among many investors who want to stake a claim. For those considering an acquisition in the field, it's essential to first perform detailed due diligence and apply metrics specific to the industry. Properly understanding the acquisition target before the deal closes can ultimately serve to ensure a profitable outcome. And with that, we're going to roll this one up. I'm Josh Kincaid. This is the Talking Hedge, your cannabis business podcast. Like, subscribe, and share, or don't, and I'm out.